Coming rampant, misbehavior, misflavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Hurt!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd down and 3.
Go, Reed, go! Roll!
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Pat the street!
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And this may be a carbon copy, as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. On third down, here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The Bengals at 7-5 now in the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, not
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
In motion is McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson to throw off play action.
He'll buy some time right.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Touchdown, Colts!
Michael Pittman.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Bengals nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Gun.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
I'm wondering.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 1, ready?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
11. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 58 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
11 mighty.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Stop.
Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Stop.
Mixon again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a give to Taylor. And he stopped immediately there.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
3rd and 4.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
At the Bengals 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Gun.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
On second down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11, Thomas. 12. Stop.
On third down, Burrow.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quiddy Pay. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
This will be fielded at the 17.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Check match. Go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Bronco switch. Panther streak.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Richardson off the play fake. Rush coming in. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15.
goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Bengals are back within a score.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And now it's blocked. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Breaks through the contact. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Darrington ends on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Colts.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
That day, the kickoff for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Come on.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Gay's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
39-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
Smooth. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
And the Colts 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
option play. They give to Evans.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Stop.
Burrow.
Flushed out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go, here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Stop.
To throw, Burrow. He's got Johnson, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I'm fine, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Stop.
Burrow.
Flush to his right.
That's complete to Chase.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there, forcing incompletion.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, I ain't gonna set my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a doctor, she nasty. And I'm God, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat.